coaches went deep to their bench. 21.
So
JC, circus shot at one.
And some of the older contort his body like that. I would have needed a chiropractor trying that. Kidding me?
Just a little stop, a hesitation. He got to find space. Baseline, whips a pass out to Johnny. I believe it was JT Thor got a hand up.
Magician. Well, I was watching his pregame routine, and guys are pretty worse. So that's why he can do it in the game in traffic. Something.
Every single time he gets it in the first few.
There's a quick run to the rack. 40% throw from downtown. He's had a terrific. Jalen Martin said, not this time. He's got the paint kit out. Slides to his left now. Straightaway triple on the next whistle. Stripped. Clarkson smart on it by Colby Jones.
He kicks it out. This bench. And then Colin Sexton.
Just so uber competitive.
Makes like, what? He's like, challenge that.
The shooter's touch is well rested. Did not play Monday against Chicago. The patient again. Drive it inside. Walker.
It's so hard to recover. Sometimes you can do it, but.
And Gill at the line. Percent of their 2-point shots at Jazz at 60.
The Jazz were able to make.
Knocked it away. That starts a break. Off the wing, off the bench, and his third 3-point shot made. Cody's up on the board.
Jordan Clarkson's ability to pass the concourse bowler.
Out of Colorado drops his first two,
and to not forget that it's part of that is we try to talk about all
the old men, because this is a stressful job, but he wants them to have fun.
The championship makes it fun during March Madness, but also
these players, to have your career out here, you've got to enjoy it. I know Hardy always talks about.
Denies the paint. Here comes design. They want Walker to get some in-game shot.
Been working on it long enough. You know, I talked to. Just can't. There you go.
Walker 5. Okay. They're usually talking about 6. Washington ball. They'll try again. Hit the back of the JT Thor. Vucevic looks to be shooting 2T.
Yeah, but you can't keep doing the same thing.
Poole back in for Washington. Juzang, 5 minutes to play in the first half. 48-46. Johnny for 3. Thing rebounds a miss. Keontae head up. He'll jump into.
We're going to match up the closest guy.
Going to try it again in this first half. A.J. Johnson to the rim. Keontae breaking down into his second triple of this half. He shoots 30 bounds. And a run through. There's a little stumble in the share.
Have the small man. Now they switch Vucevic back on me. If you are willing to be coachable. When he first came here, and he was hesitant, makes or miss his arc on his shot.
1 out of 2T from the line. Take. You got Kitson, and the Wizards get a bucket.
That's what makes Kyle.
That 3-ball short.
Back in the day, little cherry pick by Kyle. He knows that he's not going to be involved. Flip.
On this floor, and now he's suited up for Will Hardy and the
workhorse. You know what caught my eye though was Taylor Hendricks.
A suit.
In our open on the floor.
Yeah, he's making progress. Told her, you know, Czar knocks down 2. 17. Czar. No way you're going to run him down.
No.
Chance from downtown. They're going to dial up and usually hit. Vucevic
top 2. Sarver's right. You get Zay for the dunk, and right here, just in
front, Carrington.
Over anyone, so he doesn't even hesitate.
Keontae tries it again. You know, worked on the right side. 8 points. The ball deflected. Sensabaugh had it for a moment. Sensabaugh. Go from our vantage point, the far side of the floor. At the moment, 6.3 to play. They're going to in your hands on an inbound. So now the Jazz got time. 3. Bang! Sends us. Flip drops 11. Clarkson with 9 and Keontae.
His length, ability to be able to get all 4 free throws with the Wizards on the floor, ready to catch and shoot. Noise. Cal Filipowski doing a nice job with
and it may be really one of the better picks. He was 6 of 8 now, 7 of 9.
To that one over Walker Kessler. Beautiful shot.
Shoot, triple, got it. Boy, he's silky smooth. Handled that here throughout the middle part of the season.
Yeah, I mean, early as a rookie, that's going to bode well for you down the.
That's a nice shot early here in the second half.
That's Isaiah going from deep.
Jersey's back on defense, and then Flip throws it away. Short on that three-point attempt by Vucevic. Surveys the floor, found
anytime he wants. He sees one guy between he and the basket.
Walker comes out to screen. So far tonight, it's going to be on up. Brian Keefe.
You've got to talk.
High school in California. 3. Oh, banks open.
Well, you talked about Isaiah Collier working.
Jump. I mean, a little. It's step by step, but he's up to 20 downstairs. Holly Rowe.
Well, guys, you're right about Isaiah's threes in addition. Something he's really been working on.
They're so important. You know, you got to get squared up.
I think one of the biggest things that's helped Isaiah, he has really got the confidence.
Good battle between the two rookie bigs. Sarr with 22 up on 8 minutes left, third quarter. So that is so bad.
Boyd getting that shot blocked because Sarr was on
72. Filipowski wide open with ease. 19 and the Jazz 16-9. Nope. Cody had a good look. Ball jumps out. Wizard try it again. Same spot. Walker dumps in 2 and a little reverse.
One Isaiah Collier. It all works out in the end. Jazz up 10.
And we dial in on 5 from the three-point line. Those two have been out. A.J. Johnson. Oh, they're going straight away up.
Down the barrel at the top, wide open.
Potter leans in. Good look. Big man Vucevic with his 15-point. Vucevic, who's 6'10", is more than double the season in the NBA.
Opportunities here.
One more for Poole. The bounce.
Something's going to go their way.
Nice feed down low inside. Blows it. Shovel pass out to Keontae. Isaiah Collier will get us game. A little bit reckless, but
all movement with some dribble drives and kickouts. Teams out there trying to execute their stuff.
Up and knocks it home. He had that late triple to put the Jazz up at.
Jazz with numbers if they hurry.
Jazz. Washington wastes no time.
Well, he's had 2 very exciting plays. That
pocket overall, the Jazz lead by 8. BP. I mean, could be T. I mean, he's put us some. Anthony Gill knocks in a 3-point. Just way to the corner, and the hot floater pulled. How could it be?
Amazing.
Down low, little turnaround. Soft. Have worked their way back to a 3-point.
Just understands how to get a.
One bet against another. Swings it up. Conte. Space. Drives. Times 7 in the double-figure category for
getting downhill after that.
In line was 7.
No one knows Kia like Doug.
6 attempts with 15. Game, and he's put 15 on the board on the road. Second foul on Jones. The defending NBA champions. Loose, saved nicely. Just got it away. You saw him talk to Shibwe. Awesome. Jazz 96 with his first.
Right here. Just great execution.
It's just so fun to watch him play tonight after he already dropped to our podcast with Oscar. You really won't believe it, but he wasn't too proud to ask a 7-year-old to help him home.
T2, the work has to come, and you have to love what.
Probably win it. But Oscar Tshiebwe is, and especially, I think it last hit the right hand there.
That angle shows it the best, and you saw George reaching in. We're going to find out.
His jersey's part of the body, bowler.
Yes, it's a call.
He's smiling already.
Therefore, the challenge is successful. Utah will have.
Get one made on my own.
Yep. Have him sign it. So they give the ball back. They're not aware. Marcus Smart was not aware of the upcoming schedule brought to you by University of Utah Health. Celtics was 24. Hauser 9. Them in a rematch on Friday night.
I was knocking him down, but John Collins was a beast.
Sprained ankle. Supposed to be reevaluated now. Nevada tough shot by Sensabaugh. Rolls off the rim. Out of bounds. Word. Stop and go drive. Against Chicago Monday night.
He's just so.
He is beginning to build late in the season.
Yeah, I mean, look right here. I see you, Bryce.
Johnny cuts, get shot.
I said I've really had to distrust the process. I feel like I am making the right play that role.
I think Johnny is. We knew him as a three-point shooter, but this is what he can do too.
Not a lot of players that just have that kind of touch.
Ball drops. A 3-point team for Bryce, 19 for Flip. I tell you, the youth of.
He doesn't have to force the issue.
Lead here against Washington. Both these clubs against Johnny Juzang.
Was there any question?
Right now, the Jazz just look so confident with that mid. Tshiebwe crashes the boards for yet another 32 on the bucket by the Flame. Jones out front.
Maybe the first one.
They've been better off to let that ball go out of bounds. In fact, Jones.
Just don't see that very often.
It's Minnesota, and that was the 1-point game.
And this would be just a nice.
Jones learning to win. This is a position. 20 missed 2 shots, 3 straight turnovers. 113-98. Eyes in on Cody. Good defense. The Jazz force yet another.
Earlier in the game.
Frustrated. Isaiah Collier, the rookie, back in. Jones. That's what you call.
Rises up.
Knocking on the door. So Jones with a rebounded out and cleared by Martin. Working the shot clock to 10. Tshiebwe.
Earlier minutes onto that.
There's another. Make it 10 in this game. A little different with Tshiebwe. Paul was a 3.
Really for positioning himself and taking up space.
There's a up on their feet for a moment. Johnson swings in 2 more. Whistled and called for by Will Hardy.
Here and understands he's got that airspace.
Tonight has put together a really strong game. T just jumps off the rim and the rebound to Washington. They rotate out A.J. Johnson. The Jazz. Washington gets bucket.
He parted the seas there and just saw that wide open.
Coast presented by Delta, proud to be the official. They beat Orlando on the road by 8 tonight. To 115. That's a team to keep an eye on during playoff time. Dallas, that's a high-scoring affair. 135, 130.
A totally different look now.
Of the season. Of course, they were still trying to get over the